There's a way you take me up from down and place my feet on solid ground.
Good morning. Hey girl. So it is currently 8:04 a.m. Today is Wednesday, September 20th, and I am doing a day in my life as a school social worker. So let's go. Alright you guys, so I'm currently at work now. I'm getting ready to do an assessment, and these take about 30 minutes long. So a diagnostic assessment is essentially a series of questions that you ask the client and or the parent or guardian to better understand the client, the symptoms the client is presenting, and then ultimately to formulate a diagnosis. We don't bill insurances or anything as a school-based social worker. And so that's what I'm getting ready to do. These take about 30 minutes. So you really want to make sure that, I always have to make sure I have time. I have my water nearby, because they take a long time. So right now I'm putting the client's information into the EHR system that we use, and then I'm going to go ahead and call his mother to talk about what services he could potentially benefit from. I just finished the assessment. It took me about an hour. And now I have to do a CPS report. So, remember how I told you guys that I had 2 clients I needed to see this morning? Yeah, has not happened yet because I was doing that assessment, and now I have to do I have to finish up the assessment, formulate a diagnosis based off of the information I was given, and then I have to go meet with the school counselor, update her on what I learned, and we have to do we have to file a CPS report. That's the thing, as a school social worker, you just really don't know what you're going to get into. Like you can have a plan for your day, and I think that's with any job, but you just don't know. You just really don't know. Yeah. So now I have to send this parent a consent form, and what else I have to do? CPS report. I have to send her something else we spoke about. Document all of this. I have to also do an incident report, and then I'm going to be able to see my 2 students. So it's a whole thing, but I love what I do. I hate hearing some of the things I have to hear about and listen to as far as just, you know, the child's upbringing and what the child has gone through. But I'm blessed. I would consider myself very fortunate to do the kind of job that I do. Alright you guys, so we are back a few hours later. I had to do 2 assessments, and I had to do 2 assessments and write up a CPS report. So just a long day, really packed. I have not even seen my 2 clients yet, y'all. It's just been so busy, but I am going to see them. See, I like school social work because there's a lot of flexibility. If you can't pick up a student at the scheduled time, you can always get them a little bit later on in the day. I wanted to talk to you all about 2 resources that I really like using that help me a lot in my practice. So number 1, the DSM-5, okay? This DSM is gonna get you all the way together. I interned at the DC Department of Behavioral Health, and I was gifted this. And so this thing it's just a reference guide. It gets you together. You know, when you need a second opinion, when you need to brush up on your clinical knowledge, you go ahead and reference DSM-5, and it just helps you when you're formulating treatment plans and different things. It's just really good. The second thing is this child psychotherapy treatment planner. You guys, I was also gifted this from the place I interned that I mentioned, and this is, it's incredible, y'all. Like, I'm gonna show you guys. This thing can be used to formulate treatment plans. So they have challenging behaviors, well, not every diagnosis, but the major diagnosis that you could find with children, it's all listed here. So they have, let me show you. So they have like adoption, anger control, anxiety, attachment disorder, depression, just about everything that you can think about in a school setting that a child may be struggling with. They have it here, right? And so let's do one, for example. Let's take ADHD. They'll give you the definition for the diagnosis, and then they'll give you goals. And these are all just examples. They'll give you goals, and then here are some objectives, and then interventions specific to that objective. And so you see how great this thing is. This is like a holy grail for me, so I don't have to sit there and rack my brain to figure out different things. The kids are walking by, and y'all, they're pretty nosy. Let me put the camera down here, because if they see that I have a camera and they find out that I have a YouTube channel, probably gonna spam me. Hey y'all, I just finished with my client, and that was an emotional session for her. Yeah, it's not easy being a therapist. You really have to compose yourself. But yeah, you really get into some deep stuff. But anyway, it's currently 1:41 p.m. I have one more client that I need to see for today, and then I need to document. If you didn't document it, it never happened. So I need to go ahead and do documentation. I'm going to take a few minutes before my next client just to gather myself. And then I am going to finish out. Our school day is over. We're just about done with the school day. We have a little bit of time left. So I'm going to get ready for that. And then I have a log that I have to complete at the end of each day just to keep track of what I did. And that'll be it for me today. Oh, and then I need to grab something to eat, which I'm just going to eat a light snack, and then I'll eat when I get home. Alright, so I made the CPS report. As you all can tell, I'm beat. I am beat. It is currently 3:45 and I am at the end of my workday. The last thing I need to do is I need to follow up with an incident report, because my agency requires that whenever you file a CPS report with the state, you also have to file an incident report so that the agency is also covered as well. I've already put in my log for the day of all the things I did today. And so I'm just going to do this report, and then I'm going to go home, because I've had a loaded day. I literally nonstop have been just doing things all day. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up. We are all about becoming her in God, and that looks like maximizing your potential, being the best that you could be at your job, whatever your field of expertise is. It's all about being the best you can be in that field for the glory of God.